Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, let me put my microphone a little better. Today I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind lately, and it's just something that me and my very small locals for Dragon Ball Super have been talking about. And that is, we just feel Bandai just doesn't give a shit about Dragon Ball Super anymore. And which could even lead to them not giving a shit about their other card games because the release of their brand new one, which I'll get to in the end of the video, a little farther in. But let me talk to you let me tell you why I feel the way I do. And it's not just me. It's the people I play with and a lot of other players that I've seen online have been talking about how Dragon Ball just doesn't feel fun anymore. Like, I love this card game. I've been playing it since day one, and I've bitched and complained. I've praised it at times, and overall, I still think it is one of my, if not my favorite card game I've played. The problem is, this game is we're just about to release set 20. Not even including all the crazy expansion sets that have come out in between that, like full-blown theme sets, expansion sets. It's just... Lately, I want to say since the release of Fighter's Ambition, set 19, this game has felt very... like Bandai's trying to milk as much money out of it as possible while not putting in nearly the amount of effort that they put into their other games. The main reason why I wanted to finally say something about it, and just kind of make a video about it in general, is today, I'm filming this on a Monday. Monday the 13th of March. We are getting the full release of set 20 on Friday the 17th. And there is no ban list. Why is there no ban list for the next set? I understand there was Worlds and there was other regionals last weekend and the weekend before that. But people expected a ban list usually with about a week before the new set comes out. It's typically always been about a week before the new set releases, and there wasn't one. So we're thinking, okay, maybe Saturday. Maybe Sunday. Monday? Nothing yet. And so people are like, did Bandai just straight up forget to release a ban list or come up with one? Other things that have shown that just Bandai really doesn't give a shit is the entire release strategy of set 20 was normally release a trailer for the next set and then slowly reveal cards throughout the set. That fucked up, obviously, because they had released set 19 only 2 months after set 18 and then pushed back set 20 another month. So we ended up waiting 4 months to get set 20. We've been playing with set 19 cards for 1 month longer than we typically are used to with this game, and because of that, they had to slowly drip feed us new cards, only showing 1 to 2 cards a day for months, and then they started showing us 3, 4 cards, 5 cards a day, and the set was very underwhelming. I think this set in general is very underwhelming. The Cumber leader, I've been wanting a black Cumber leader for the longest time, and that's awesome we're getting him, and he seems really neat, but I feel like he's just not as powerful as he could be, or he needs to be, to make this set, to make, an impression on the meta as a whole. Yellow Boo was a disappointment. Blue 18 is very forgettable. I forget that she's even in this. The fact that Blue is just literally a reprint of set 9, I believe, with same leader, Blue Android 18, Blue Android 21. Android 21 looks interesting, but people have found her list works better with an older version of her. Universe 3 card? What? It just, yeah, in general, the set just feels very... How dare they do that? It's just, the set just feels underwhelming as a whole. And then you have new starter decks, which look interesting, but not, meta-defining. Then we have the collector's set, which is just all these cards from set 20 in alternate artworks with gold or silver foiling. And the secret rares in this set look great, but that's about it. Yellow Boo, I'm still so mad at Yellow Boo for being bad. We got done playing our... I know I'm going off a little bit on a rant here. We played our pre-release for it last Saturday, and most people that were there couldn't play anything because they got bad leaders, and they pulled no cards that could work with the deck because the cards were leader locked or archetype locked. And I think sometimes I like the idea of archetype locks, but other times I don't, especially not for a pre-release format. And I ended up winning the pre-release with Black Cumber because I happened to pull a lot of black cards, including the Cumber SR, which helped me win both my, all my games. And like I said, sorry, going off a little bit of a rant there. This set is just kind of mediocre at best, with a bunch of add-ons to try to milk as much money out of us as possible. When in general, the community seems like they're losing favor with the game. People have been dropping out of the game, selling their products, switching over to One Piece. Some people even switched over to Digimon, and the new one, Battle Spirits, which Bandai is focusing a lot of attention on. And my buddy actually kind of brought up a good point with Battle Spirits, but let me just talk about how Dragon Ball Super is right now, I think, it's the least desirable game to hop into under Bandai's banner right now. If a new person were to hop into Dragon Ball Super and be like, what do I need to buy in order to play this game? And my group thinks right now it's very overwhelming for a lot of people to play this game, like to start fresh, because you need to buy a lot of like really good cards, expensive cards, and right now the meta being as stale as it is, you're playing one of like 4 decks, or else like 4 or 5 decks, or else you're like, what are you even doing? Either you play blue because blue's the best color in the format because red was rampant for the longest time. You play yellow, red, blue, and that's it. You don't play black. You don't play green. That's just it. You play one of 3 colors to even stand a chance. Blue beats red, yellow beats blue, and red beats yellow. Sometimes. And if we don't get a ban list this set, like, that's insane to me. We'd be playing this for another 3 months. I thought I even read somewhere that we're not getting the set 21 for another 4 months after this. Which, if that's the case, then that's too long. But anyway, going back to I know this is a ranting video, but when it comes to other like Bandai's other games, you have Digimon, you have One Piece, and you will soon have Battle Spirits. I've been playing a lot of One Piece lately, obviously, if you've seen videos on the channel, and I've loved it because it feels so rewarding to play the game. I feel rewarded buying product if I can find it for a reasonable price. For example, I can buy 2 boxes of One Piece and be able to play pretty much any deck in that set. And if I buy a 3rd box, I'm just guaranteed to get like every super rare card I need. Maybe foil it out a little bit with like cool Seeker Rare, because you get a Seeker Rare in every pack. You can get an Alt-Art Seeker Rare and then Alt-Art Leaders, and it just feels really cool to open product. I opened my 2 boxes of Dragon Ball Super that I got at the pre-release, and most of the deck was, I got it actually in front of me here, a lot of it was heavily blue-red. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to play some blue-red, even though that wasn't really what I was hoping for. But 2 boxes in, I can kind of put together the red deck. But I'm still missing some things. I barely got any black stuff to play Cumber, which is the other deck I really wanted to play. I pulled absolutely no Boo things, so I can't play Boo, even though like the deck's not that good. I pulled a little bit of Ender 21. The fact of the matter is, when you pull 2 boxes, you still can't build anything, really. You have to buy like 4, maybe 5 boxes. Uh-oh. That is the girlfriend. Don't look at that. the idea that like you are punished for buying so many boxes because you have to spend so much money to be able to get like most of the play sets of cards you need. But in One Piece, you don't have to do that. And I heard the same thing with Digimon, is they're very generous with what kind of cards they put in their boxes. So it just feels like I feel great. I feel a good sense of a huge endorphins, endorphin boost when I open a box of One Piece. And when I open a box of Dragon Ball Super, I feel like I wasted money. It also didn't help that we opened a case for pre-release and only one secret rare was pulled out of the entire thing, and it was just I don't know. I think I keep thinking, like, what can I do to make, like, Bandai, what would I do to make Dragon Ball Super a better card game? And it keeps coming back down to rotations. Because with rotations, it would force old leaders out of the equation and force players to play the new leaders, whether they're good or bad. But then I would immediately drop this game because that's just like Magic the Gathering, and I stopped playing Magic because I couldn't handle having to buy brand new sets and basically all my old cards would be useless. Another thing is just banning if a leader has been topping too many times, maybe ban that leader. But that's not fair. I don't want to ban a leader because it's doing good. I want to see other leaders rise to its same level. And that's another thing I feel like One Piece does better, is leaders are pretty, like, all leaders are really good in their own way. Some are really bad, but most of the leaders are really good in their own way. It's just building a good deck and knowing how to play that in the right sequencing order to beat your opponent. And Dragon Ball just feels like it's running out of ideas. The Zenkai block, was supposed to be the breath of fresh air the game needed, and it failed because the first set was amazing, and then the second two sets after that have been dog water. As in, like, the first set of Zenkai block helped you charge Z energy super quick. The next set made it more difficult to charge energy. So it's like, why even play these new cards? Why play these new leaders if the old ones are better? The previous set ones are better. So then, did they learn their lesson with the next set? No, they didn't. They've printed cards that are way too powerful, that kill off old archetypes for no other reason other than Bandai doesn't want you playing these old archetypes, like the Unison block, for example. I really don't know how to make Dragon Ball Super better. Bandai's not listening to us. And it sucks, because I really want to see this game thrive. But it seems like Bandai just considers Dragon Ball Super the black sheep of their card game family. And they're putting all their time and effort into Battle Spirits, which is like a brand new game. They're putting a huge amount of prize money support behind this game. Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stuff. And they've never done anything quite like this for Dragon Ball Super. Or Digimon, for that matter. One Piece is still rather new. They've just been... And my buddy brought up a really interesting idea. What if Bandai is trying to phase out their other card games by flooding the market full of Battle Spirits? Because he brought up a good point that Bandai has to pay royalties for using the Dragon Ball license, the Digimon license, and now the One Piece license. With Battle Spirits, they don't have to pay that. So wouldn't they want to have their own original IP card game be their main one, and they can put all their time and money and effort and resources into that instead of paying royalties to use the popular anime for their card games? And that just hit me like, wow, that makes a whole lot of sense. The fact is, you can't get product for like newer Dragon Ball Super stuff. That's bought up. Sorry, I'm stuttering. That's bought up so quickly in our area by scalpers, people that are just looking to buy product. And this is for Dragon Ball and One Piece, it seems. They buy the product and then sell it for a way higher cost. They don't touch Digimon because Digimon's overprinted for some freaking reason. But it's hard to even get into like the newer Dragon Ball stuff because it's like our store is barely going to get any. And what they are, they're upping the price too. And that's another thing. Bandai's upping the price for all their games. Like, I remember when I could buy a box for $80, now it's 90. And now there are certain places saying MSRP is 100, 120 bucks. Sorry, I know this is a crazy ranting video. But I just want to get all my thoughts and opinions, and I'm hoping I've said something that has resonated with you and that you also agree with. Because I want to see this card game succeed. I want to see Dragon Ball Super be amazing, but I just feel like Bandai doesn't give a shit about it because it's not making them money. It's only here in America that Dragon Ball Super is played, while in Japan you have Digimon, One Piece, excuse me, and Battle Spirits. And I remember that rumor going on a while back that Dragon Ball was going to be canceled and to make room for their other card games. And part of me was like, damn, if I have to stop playing this game, and that's one way to go out. But they said it was a rumor, never happened. But I have a feeling if it comes down to it, if a game had to be put on the chopping block, it's not going to be Digimon, it's not going to be One Piece, and it's not going to be Battle Spirits. So I don't know. Like I said, I hope I said something that resonated with you and, made you think about some things. And I would love to know what you guys think of the state of the game, what you would do to make the game better, and what would you tell Bandai how to improve the game going forward, and what do you want them to do for this game. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get your boy to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I really would appreciate that any help, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.
I can't tell you how to see me, just a cage of bones. There's nothing in